Hello my friends across the world, especially in the US and in Europe. I'm back again after heartache and divorce and shit like that, and starting to feel kind of good again. Just to make things clear, she started to dating her ex-boss 3 weeks after she moved out of the house. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? Well, Sweden. Last week, an explosion in Linköping destroyed an apartment complex. I think around 20 to 25 apartments got destroyed. I think about 20-25 people injured, and I think around 250 buildings got some kind of injury, or what you call it, damage done to them of this explosion. The police quickly went out and the media quickly went out targeting bandidos, biker gang here in Sweden, and in an attempt to try to mislead from what was really going on here. A few days later, they go out and are keen to find witnesses that they might have seen a guy on a bicycle, a 3-wheel bicycle with a box in the front. You know, this delivery kind of bikes you have. And they think they had placed a bomb in that one, placed it outside of the house and let it detonate. Who or whom they were targeting, they don't know, but still, this is the kind of everyday situations in Sweden right now, and our politicians do nothing. Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven tweeted later that day that he was going to watch soccer with French President Manuel Macron. He also now, if you want to know how far from the reality our politicians has drifted, look none further than Swedish own Stefan Löfven. He was now in an interview in TV4. They were discussing this electric car that everybody can afford to buy, an electric car for between 40 and 90,000 euros, and that you easily could pay that off within 3 to 4 years. This comes from the Prime Minister of Sweden that has a monthly salary of 100,000 euros and more. He is from the Social Democratic Party, the Socialist Party in Sweden, the Workers' Party. He sits with over 100,000 euro a month in a salary, and he tells people that you can afford to buy an electric car and you can afford to pay, get rid of all the down payments within 3 to 4 years. Yeah, sure. When you pay about 16 Swedish kronas for 1,000 milliliters of View 95 octane. I think, let's see now, 1 gallon is 4.7 liters. 60. Okay, let's say roughly for 1 gallon you pay 80 Swedish krona. 80 Swedish krona is like 10 bucks. You pay $10 for a gallon of 95 octane here in Sweden. And we have an income tax between 34 to 36%. Then we also have something called moms, that is another 25% that they add on products. So that makes you 35 plus 25, that's 60% of your salary that goes away in taxes. Then you have tax on TV, you have tax on video games, you have tax on basically everything. So if you work from January to middle of September, that goes straight in to the government's pockets. The rest you keep. And still you have a prime minister that sits on TV and tells you that you can purchase a car for 400 to 900,000 Swedish kroners, and sure, you can get rid of that debt in 3 to 4 years as a working family. Stefan. So, except from car bombings, house bombings, hand grenade attacks, gang rapes, assault rapes, gun shootings, murders, stabbings, etc. Now a new phenomenon has risen up in Sweden, and that's how they treat and kill animals: ducks, swans, cats, dogs, etc. And still no one understands why. Even if it's people that comes from countries where animals are treated like shit, has poured into the country by the hundreds or thousands. But it's like with rapes, gang rapes, assault rapes. Statistics clearly shows that these crimes are committed in a vast majority of Somalis, Afghanis, and Middle Easterns. Still, our politicians and newspapers blame the white guy, such as myself. I have doing videos now since 2015. I have been discussing facts, I have been discussing statistics, I have been discussing rulings in court, I have been discussing basically everything that's are based on facts. I have soon done it for 5 years, and still the vast majority are keeping their shades on. They are focusing on their phones, and they are focusing on just go straight ahead, don't look aside. They are like insane. I had a discussion today, and we had a discussion regarding opinions and facts, and that the main problem in Sweden today is that we are discussing problems based on opinions. We're not discussing problems based on facts. And I told them, like, okay, let's, for an example, let's say, okay, you have an area in my hometown Västerås called Bäckby. They have a big problem with robberies, car fires, shootings, assaults, crimes. And if you would say we need to put more police in that area, we need to put in more surveillance camera, the political parties would go, or some of the PC correct ones, well, I think that area is a very splendid area and I have never seen any crimes there. So therefore we shall not use any more police in that area, and we should not put up any surveillance camera, because I think that this area is a very nice neighborhood. So instead of looking at the facts that see, okay, robberies, rapes, knife stabbings, assault rapes, okay, maybe it's a good idea to put cops there and surveillance cameras so we can get see what's going on. Nope, that's racist. So then, because you think it's a good neighborhood, we ignore the facts and we keep it as it is. And then we still don't understand why the crimes continues to go. If you have nothing to hide, surveillance cameras ain't a threat. if you have nothing to hide, surveillance cameras are quite good, because if you're attacked, the chance of finding the bad guy is a lot higher than if you had no cameras. But let's say you are a rapist, and you are an asshole, and you are a big fucking douchebag. Surveillance cameras are a threat, because we will see what kind of shit stuff you do. But the political correct politicians believe that that's violence of integrity of the bad guys, so therefore surveillance cameras would not be an option. It feels like you're on a Saturday Night Live, or you are part of some kind of ding world. Also, I'm following a lot of Trump stuff. I must say, he does a lot of good stuff for the US. I don't care his vocabulary, he gets shit done. But the focus in Sweden is on all the negative stuff. Like now, when he was in London, they only covered the protests. They didn't cover the protests or the guys or people that was there cheering for him. The hundreds of thousands in the streets cheering for President Trump. They only covered the Islamic Khan guy and his followers. And also this Trump hates Mexico stuff. He now took away all the tariffs and all the custom stuff for companies that trade with Mexico and the US. Do you do that if you hate Mexico and hate Mexicans? No, you don't. And all this, he hates women. Well, Trump is the president that has most women in his administration. Period. During all the presidents in US history, Trump has the most women working in the administration. But he's a womanizer that hates women. And in discussion that was in the beginning, grab them by the pussy. I think it's time now that the media released a full tape where he says, and when they are discussing women that basically do and allow people to do anything with them in order to stay in power and in order to stay in a wealthy surroundings with money, he said, well, there is women that lets you grab them by the pussy. And you also know who these kind of women are. And it's a big difference to say, I told this before, to say, there is women that lets you grab them by the pussy. It's a way different than to say, grab them by the pussy! Pussy! You see the difference? There is women that allows you to grab them by the pussy in order to stay in power. Or you're drunk and you go out and say, hey, grab them by the pussy! Sorry for that one. But what does it take? Right? What does it take to wake up? What does it take to wake up, see the facts, stop, breathe, think for a second and say, what the fuck is this? Sweden is right now in, according to everything, Sweden should be going like a freight train. Economically works, etc. Instead, there is downsizing, there are layoffs, companies are going bankrupt, Swedish electrical grid is overpowered, so they are about to shut down because they can't cope anymore. All the counties in Sweden is about to go bankrupt. 70 of Swedish counties are going bankrupt within 2 years or 1 year because the Swedish government has forced them to take on migrants with a promise of a shitload of money that they then took away from them and say, hey, you can fix this yourself. Screw you. We are downsizing the care for the elderly. We are downsizing the care for disabled people. We are downsizing school and education. We are downsizing basically everything. But if you ask to see the numbers for migration and for immigration, boom, racist, asshole, Islamophobic, Muslim hater, shabadubadabduba. No, because that area, my friend, is the one single reason all of Sweden is going bankrupt. One. With the highest taxes in the world, with one of the hardest working populations in the world, that keeps our pride and honor in working, we are importing people of low education or non-education with a lack of work ethics that want stuff for free and are only demanding stuff. They do not want to work for a living. And they are ending up on welfare. That's not humanity. That's how you destroy a country. It's not fair to the country. It's not fair for its citizens. It's absolutely non-fair for the migrants coming here, because you are giving them hope that does not exist. And then you wonder why the majority of hard criminals are from a minority or migrant background. You give them no options. You have a unemployment rate of nearly 10% in Sweden. You have in the employment office, you have basically a majority of unemployed people are minorities and people with a migrant background. And still they are pouring these people into Sweden that ends up in ghettos, that are ending up in projects, that are ending up in criminal gangs, that are ending up becoming drug addicts, that are forced into doing crimes in order to survive because they can't get any housings. Well, now Swedish government has decided that all new projects that are going to be built 100% will be marked for migrants. So all the Swedes standing in line to wait for an apartment, you have to wait some more. So from the country that hates its own citizens, glad to see you still here. Sorry if I'm speaking way too much shit about a lot of different stuff, but Sweden is fucked up, and I try to warn the rest of Europe about this since 2015, and I'm glad to see that more and more of you are starting to see what's going on, that are looking beyond what the media and the news are telling you, and that you're looking for facts and you're looking for answers. And I'm glad to have you as followers. My life is slowly getting back on track. My heart is still broken, but it is what it is. She's fighting a mental illness, and if she's happy to have a new guy in her life without taking care of her mental stuff, fine. I just hope that she will be happy, and that she will find inner peace someday. And now I need to focus on myself and my kids, and try to find a way to make a living. Now I actually have a job. It feels great, but being a single guy with 2 kids and 1 salary, you who are working your ass off there, all your incredible single moms and single dads, I salute you, because you know what I'm talking about. So from me to you, have a great week and enjoy the beginning of summer, and take care of each other. And if you are in a relationship with kids, do not forget to date each other. It's important to keep the spark alive. You're always a couple, even if you have kids. Don't forget that. know it takes a lot of time with kids and it's hard to find time for yourself, but you need to work on it. It's very easy to take each other for granted, but once the spark is gone, it's impossible to start it again. So take time. The kids manage without you for a day or two. Take time, travel, date, go to restaurants, dress up nice. Try to stay in shape for each other. Take time for yourself. Take time for your partner. And I promise you, you will not end up a single dad or single mom. Because that sucks.